Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time to cast some more AlphaStar. Starcraft is good, so I am glad to be casting Alpha T, taking on another Terran player on the map Kairos Junction. Except this guy's unranked, so we don't know how good he is. It's a mystery player, the funnest kind, because I don't know what to expect. I give the guy very, I'm not going to judge a book since it doesn't have a cover. I don't know. That's a bad analogy, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, I'm glad to be casting lots of Starcraft 2 lately. I really do enjoy doing it. I'm doing a lot of videos in case I need to go away or take a break for work or whatever or something like that. So just in case, so then the Starcraft will keep flowing non-stop. And so it's great. I just sit down, I cast quite a few matches of Starcraft 2, and then go about my day. I do hope everyone is well and safe at the minute with everything going on in the world and whatnot, but we don't usually focus on that kind of stuff because Starcraft is the ultimate escape. If you want something that's fun to play, but then also keeps your mind working, this is the game for you. We have AlphaStar. It's been checking out for potential proxies, so it knows to keep its eye out for proxy reapers in TVT, which is always good to see because proxy reapers is part of TVT, whether you like it or not. It's like part of going swimming. You get wet. That's just part of it. There's no way to avoid it. And now we take a look. We have a command center on the way for the unranked player. AlphaStar is going to be planning the same. If I was to go up in a match against AlphaStar in a TVT, I'd definitely go for a Reaper Expand because it doesn't cheese consistently. Oh, I mean, I may try and cheese it, but I wouldn't open double gas, I don't think. Because aggressive plays don't get too much done against AlphaStar unless they are like an extreme cheese or playing the late games better. So yeah, I wouldn't open double gas against AlphaStar, I don't think. Reapers run into each other right now. Looks like the players are microing as well as they can, or player and AI are microing. AlphaStar runs on home with its Reaper. However, it's making a second Reaper, so it will be safe. It will have the upper hand. The more Reapers from the high ground. This Reaper will come in, though. There's a chance it could potentially delay this command center. That CC is getting delayed a little bit by this one Reaper, but then the second one pops out for AlphaStar's Reaper, so this blue Terran is going to be very lucky if he gets out with his Reaper, and it looks like he does. So a really solid opening from the unranked player, and oh, look at this guy's got 350 APM. He is the real deal. This guy could potentially be giving AlphaStar a run for its money. He's banking up a ton of minerals right now, just floating that factory over to start Hellion production, get the starport on the way, and all of a sudden that mineral bank is gone. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how both these players are at, he totally just ruined it by having another SCV finish, but seeing as how there was 23 workers, let's try and hit 23 likes on this video. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as I put out daily StarCraft 2 on here. And I've even been live streaming a fair bit more lately, which is always fun to do. I usually make the videos private a while after I do publish them, just because I don't want to bog up the channel with like old live streams and stuff. But I do link them on Discord, so you can also check that out. But enough of that, because we have Hellions poking for the unranked player. He's just continuing on with his opening, going into a Raven. Hellions and Ravens pair well together nicely, because in doing so, and making a Raven, basically you have a lot of extra minerals because obviously, or a lot of extra gas because Hellions don't take any gas. And so that's something that lets you have lots of gas that pairs nicely with the high gas cost Raven. Reapers are moving out for AlphaStar, potentially going to try and jump into the main base of this unranked player. I really do like odd-timed Reaper jump-ins. They can always get damage done. Particularly at like a master's level in my experience. Hellions run in. Oh man, this could be really bad for AlphaStar. That bunker was almost done, but these Hellions do charge in before that is completed. They're going to be looking for as many SCV kills as they can. They kill all the Marines. The Cyclone Siege Tank will try and clean these up, but it is going to be losses for AlphaStar. 7 SCVs die, 6 Marines. If it was just like 7 SCVs, or it was probably actually like 4 because the Reaper killed, or 5 because the Reaper killed a couple already, then that would be a bad trade. 6 Hellions for 5 SCVs, not worth it. But he also got the 6 Marines, which is really nice. Lowering the army supply of your opponent is quite good too. Now, let's take a look. We have a bunker that's going to be completing for AlphaStar now, a little bit late. And then the match is just going to continue on from here. Barracks on the way for AlphaStar, so it is going to be a bio-type play from the AI. I say bio-type because it doesn't usually play the traditional Marine Marauder or the Marine Medivac Siege Tank play, as it likes to forgo Medivacs and just make a ton of Marines at times. But this iteration of AlphaStar does seem to be playing pretty straight up. We've got the 3rd CC about finished up. We got the double E-base. Quite a normal macro game. A Raven now even popping out for AlphaStar, which is good to see. Then things are just going to go on from there. Yeah, both players quite even at this point in the game, despite the little hiccups that AlphaStar had early on. 3 Ravens are out for the unranked player, which I find nuts. Making so many Ravens in a TVT is really, really good, and it's kind of just crazy how making 3 so early on has become the meta. The Vikings as well after to control the air. For the unranked player, this guy is just playing like a really, really straight-up match of Starcraft 2. High APM. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was just a really good pro gamer or a really good grandmaster or a pro gamer or something, which is exciting if that actually is the case. Now, 3rd CC has landed for the unranked player. AlphaStar hasn't floated its own over yet. I imagine that'll happen soon TM. But there's the extra barracks going up for AlphaStar. So going up to racks 3 and 4, no racks 5 just yet, which is a little bit odd. But that CC is going to float over. The unranked player is going to push towards that 3rd base location. This could make things a little bit tricky for AlphaStar because of the Vikings, because of the Ravens. This base could be under fire. There's 1 Raven for AlphaStar, but that could potentially be picked off by the Marines or by the Vikings. This is really concerning. AlphaStar does pop down its turrets. It's going to try and just charge in to save this location, but this seems really far-fetched with those tanks set up, with all those auto turrets getting thrown. And oh my gosh, is this command center going to die between the high DPS of the auto turrets, the Marines, and the Viking helping out? I think this orbital command is about to pop. Where's the SCVs for AlphaStar to repair it? It could be saved, but oh, I think it's going to go down. A massive mistake from AlphaStar, delaying that repair too much. This is just disastrous. This is looking like AlphaStar getting Shrek'd this match. Now, this 3rd base is going up for the unranked player. He's floating a little bit of money, so I mean, he's no pro player, but he's playing quite a straight-up game, doing very well against AlphaStar, and already has done what I'd consider almost a victory move. Having a 3rd when your opponent doesn't have a 3rd is so massive in TVT, and AlphaStar is not a risk taker, so it needs to be careful. Well, it is careful. AlphaStar is entirely careful. It doesn't do anything unorthodox, which is all TVT is about. You're like, oh, I just lost my whole base. I'm just going to charge in towards my opponent's tanks and try and catch him off guard. And sometimes it works. There's so much back and forth in TVT that I think AlphaStar really has a hard time in the matchup. Because instead of like taking a blow then giving a blow, it tends to just take blows. And so I'm quite concerned for the AI in this one. That being said, both players are on even army supply, so there's always a chance AlphaStar could make something happen. The 3rd CC is rebuilding, but then the 4th is on the way already for the unranked player. I mean, the unranked player has a good siege tank count. Not as many Marines as AlphaStar, but still quite a good army. And oh my gosh, I just realized there's no stim pack yet for AlphaStar. What are you doing, AI? Oh my gosh, this is atrocious. Oh god, AlphaStar, what are you doing? These Medivacs get caught. This one can't unload its units. This has been just a reckoning. AlphaStar is just getting totally dummied this match. Those Marines moved out without stim. I just assumed the AI had stim like a normal player, but it never got it. And yeah, this is what happens when lower iterations of AlphaStar go against someone that's clearly competent at Starcraft 2, like this unranked player is. These tanks are going to get set up for AlphaStar. Stim pack isn't even done yet, though. The Ravens, like this Blue Terran can just move in here, clean this army, probably counterattack, and then just end the game. Looks like AlphaStar is planning a drop, but I think it actually gets spotted. These units kind of avoid the main army to come in and reinforce, which is cool for AlphaStar, but in the end, the 4th is going to get up for the unranked player. AlphaStar's army was wiped, although its production is okay now. But there's not even a combat shield upgrade, whereas the Blue Terran has that, the supply is less, the economy is less. It's a tall order this time for AlphaStar to win, I feel. It's a tall order. The Blue Terran player going to start moving across the map, maybe sniffing blood in the water. I mean, AlphaStar has like 1 or 2 siege tanks, which will maybe buy it time. It's going to have this planetary as well, which will be its rock, but there's so many siege tanks, there's air control, and the Blue Terran player doesn't even care. He runs in. AlphaStar has churned out a good amount of Marines, but it's simply not going to be enough, I feel. The PF, I mean, will help. SCVs are going to try and repair it. That could potentially be enough. Oh man, I thought that AlphaStar was totally done for, and it probably still is, but that went surprisingly better than I thought it would. Still, AlphaStar is wrecked. AlphaStar is donezo. Let's see that another command center getting up for the blue player. AlphaStar is on 2 bases. AlphaStar is a dead nerd, basically. If it was alive, it would be a dead nerd. And now we've got 2-2 about to finish up for AlphaStar, but it's too little too late. And the AI, the lower iterations, just, they take too much damage to come back against someone who's really good at Starcraft 2 like this guy is. He's playing quite a good TVT. Yeah, I mean, we just wait for AlphaStar to decide that it's time to give up. It's gonna give it the good old AI try as these Marines move out on the map. But look at this, a big drop towards the natural of AlphaStar. There's a siege tank in position. This other tank can set up 2. Maybe this drop will get shut down, but it doesn't even really matter because SCVs are gonna be massacred during this. The tanks will trade out, and it's all good for the unranked player. I mean, he just killed like half of the economy. Yeah, this is a really odd play from AlphaStar. It just that move out was so odd. Like losing its 3rd was where everything just started to go wrong. But then that move out, I guess it just felt forced to do something since it did lose its 3rd. But the AI didn't really play in a manner which is super aggressive or anything, so it wasn't prepared to do that. Raven comes in, tosses down random auto turrets, because why not? Let's BM the AI, Marine drop at the natural. We are just waiting for AlphaStar to give up. This army is moving towards the 4th base of the unranked player, but there's not enough tanks, not even enough Marines, I'd say, to crack this base. And AlphaStar, yeah, has its natural under fire, and we wait for the death throes of AlphaStar to happen. This PF is going to be getting attacked. SCVs aren't repairing it, so the PF could actually die, but no, then SCVs do start repairing it, and the PF is actually surprisingly good against Marines. The rest of these units are going to unload. The Medivacs are going to get gunned down. AlphaStar down to 31 supply. The natural base is dead. If there was chat right now, I bet the unranked player would be like, GTFO. Out of my game, please. Yeah, well played by the unranked player. Just a clean match against AlphaStar. A little bit of a mismatch. I'd like to see this guy take on one of the better iterations of AlphaStar. There's the mule. AlphaStar gets muled. Look at that. AlphaStar versus mule. That can be the title of this video. GG! Here we are in the next game, and it's going to be another ZVZ. Seems like we've had a few of those with AlphaStar lately. Cyberforest, LE is the map. AlphaStar on both sides, just droning up. Yeah. I don't expect the AI to go for an early pool, although sometimes the Zerg iterations can be a bit aggressive. I'd say probably more than the other agents. It's not like the Terran cheeses. The Banshee is aggression, but I mean, it's not like, it's harassment. It's not like straight up aggression. For the Protoss, it goes for like the Oracle Adept play, which is quite aggressive once again, but it's never like all or nothing kill moves, whereas the Zerg tends to go for like Queen Ravager pushes sometimes an early pool with the big Ling Flood builds that we've seen. But oh, by the way, the Master Z, or Master Z, I think Master Z sounds better, is going for a pool in the top left-hand side of the map. And yeah, AlphaStar going to be getting pressured once more with this kind of early pool play. The last AlphaStar video I did, it did involve this too, but I think it was even like the last 2 AlphaStar videos we saw this. But I think the Zergs don't commit enough, and then the Lings kind of all just die. And then at the end, it's like AlphaStar is the faster hatchery. It's got the better tech and everything. And so it leaves me kind of scratching my head a bit. This play from the Masters player was just to go into a queen, get the gas later, and then the 6 Lings initially. No extra Zerglings yet. And he is just going to go into drones behind this. So the 6-Ling opening seems so weird to me. Like, I know if you go for a really early pool, there's a chance that you can just cancel your opponent's hatchery, but, like, AlphaStar's hatchery is already done. So what's with this timing? I mean, because, like, what can you do? You can kill a few Lings, maybe, but there's going to be a queen almost done. AlphaStar is actually playing greedy by just making drones and not making initial Lings yet, so it will actually, or it probably will actually take some damage. So I was questioning this opening, but I guess I'm just trying to understand ZVZ, so because I don't watch a ton of it and I don't play Zerg. So, and I like to just make sure that I'm being correct about what I'm talking about. AlphaStar is doing a good job microing its drones, so it looks like it lost a couple. This queen here, she could be in a bit of trouble. The other queen should go down to help her, and she will, so those Lings will get pushed away. But yeah, like if AlphaStar, instead of making those 2 drones, had made like just like even 2 or 4 Lings, like, I feel like that gets, like, no damage done. Or am I mistaken? I don't know. If there's a really good Zerg in the comments, let me know. But, yeah. Let's just see how this is going to develop now. AlphaStar is starting to make roaches behind this, so we could be seeing that counter-aggression play. This is a very, very low eco roach play, whereas the Masters player is kind of unaware. But then, oh, he does fire up his own Roach Warren, so maybe the Masters player sniffing something out a little bit, saying, all right, I could be seeing some counter-aggression coming out. Because, or was the Roach Warren spotted? Oh, the Roach Warren was spotted. Okay, that explains it. So I really do like this timing from the Masters player. By the time enemy roaches could be across the map, you'll probably have yours just about to fire up, but then the benefit of a better economy. So this Zerg seems to be playing pretty straightforward. Looks like those Lings did just get picked off. Or one of those Lings got picked off, but yeah, I do like the choice for the Masters player just to counter this with his own Roach Warren. I think he's going to be in a great spot compared to the economy of AlphaStar. There we go. And in a minute or two, if the Masters player keeps going on with the Roach production, he will counter AlphaStar's build, as he's making roaches, but on a better economy. So for AlphaStar, the sooner it attacks, the better, because it is low on drones. It's not making any more, so its production is less than its opponent. Its long-term production is less than its opponent, and its short-term production is less than its opponent. So that means it needs to even the scoreboard somehow. And yeah, we'll take a look. Queen's gonna bait this Ling in. But no big attack yet from AlphaStar. The Masters player has sort of eased off on the unit production as of now. We'll see if like a big round of drones get made. But there we go. The Masters player sees this attack coming, and he has such a good heads up. He makes 6 more roaches. He should be making as many roaches as he possibly can. And okay, yeah, look how serious he's taking this. He's building a spine wall. The spines at the front seems a little bit odd, in my opinion. But this is how he's going to go about this, because, yeah, AlphaStar will just focus down these spines. So I think they should be in the back a little bit to be good reinforcements. It has created a bit of a choke for AlphaStar. Queen's helping out, Roach's helping out. I don't think the AI has enough to deal with this. We'll see. The Lings are coming forward. The spines are kind of close to completing for the Masters player. Did he not actually have enough to deal with this? I felt that he had such a good scout on this. The spines are going to finish up. They'll start helping out in this fight. More roaches are on the way for the Masters player. Can he hold on? It's going to be close. Only one of the spines remains. How does AlphaStar do it? By gosh, it's actually going to kill this guy, isn't it? And it does. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Masters player kind of just bungled that defense, I'd say. Maybe he should have like Evo walled and then got spines behind, but the Masters player was not ready for that apparently. Building his spines up at the front, they just got targeted down quickly, whereas if they were building behind the roaches, I think they would have lasted longer and helped out, but maybe they were just a little bit too late. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. We have fun there, and then follow me on Twitter. That's the last one. I'll see you next time. This has been LaughNgamez.